Everyone thought this kid was too young to handle the pressure, and then he walked straight into it like it was built for him. Because Joseph-Aukuso Sua'ali'i didn't just grow up playing sport. Sport grew up around him. From the moment people first saw him, they didn't ask if he'd be special, they argued over which sport he'd dominate first. He was born on August 1, 2003 in Glenmore Park, Western Sydney, into a family that already understood movement, discipline, and resilience. His father is Samoan, his mother of Cambodian and European heritage, and that mix of cultures quietly shaped the way Joseph carried himself, grounded, respectful, but fiercely competitive. His parents met at Kingswood train station, a small detail that somehow feels poetic when you consider how far their son would travel in the sporting world. As a kid, Joseph didn't just play everything, he excelled at everything. Rugby league, rugby union, basketball, athletics, AFL. By the time most kids were figuring out what they liked, he was being selected for representative teams across multiple sports. At just 12 years old, he set the Australian high jump record for his age group. Not because he was chasing records, but because jumping higher than everyone else felt normal. He attended Regentville Public School, then earned a scholarship to the King's School in Parramatta, a place known for tradition, discipline, and elite sporting programs. By year 7, he was playing first-grade basketball. By year 9, first-grade rugby union. He wasn't rushed, but everyone around him knew the clock had already started ticking. At the King's School, he became that rare athlete coaches talk about in hushed tones. Tall, fast, coordinated, and calm under pressure. He played fullback for the first 15 at just 14 years old. He represented GPS, NSW schoolboys, and Australian schoolboys in rugby sevens. Every level he touched, he passed through like he belonged there. But rugby league came calling loudly. In 2018, Joseph played Harold Matthews Cup for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. In 2019, he captained the team, scored 15 tries in 9 matches, and was named Player of the Year. He wasn't just dominant, he was composed. The kind of player who looked older than his birth certificate suggested. By 2020, the noise around him exploded. Headlines screamed about multi-million-dollar contracts. Rugby Australia. NRL clubs. Everyone wanted him. Everyone wanted security. Everyone wanted control. And Joseph? He wanted flexibility. He wanted options. He wanted the future to stay open. That decision alone made him different. In November 2020, the Sydney Roosters signed him and accepted the clauses that allowed him freedom. It was a statement. Not just about money, but belief. The Roosters weren't buying a winger. They were investing in inevitability. Then something unheard of happened. In March 2021, the ARL Commission granted Joseph an exemption to play NRL before turning 18. That decision sparked debate across the country. Player welfare. Pressure. Expectations. Critics said it was too much, too soon. On May 22, 2021, at just 17 years and 294 days old, Joseph-Aukuso Sua'ali'i ran out for his NRL debut. And he didn't look nervous. He didn't look rushed. He looked like he'd been waiting. A week later, he scored his first NRL try. Then another. Then another. His season was interrupted by injury, but the message was clear: this wasn't a novelty act. This was the beginning. By 2022, he was fully unleashed. Returning from a foot injury, he found form fast. Doubles. Line breaks. Big meters. Try after try. While the Roosters struggled mid-season, Joseph thrived statistically. He finished the year with 16 tries and was crowned Dally M Winger of the Year at 19 years old. By now, he wasn't just a young star. He was the star people argued about. In 2023, the debates grew louder. Rugby Union wanted him. Rugby League wanted to keep him. Fans argued. Executives talked. Media panels turned his name into content. Then, in March 2023, Joseph made one of the boldest decisions of modern Australian sport. He chose rugby union. Not immediately, but deliberately. He signed with Rugby Australia to switch codes in 2025, committing to the Waratahs and the Wallabies. The reported figures were massive. The reactions were louder. Some praised his ambition. Others mocked the move. League officials said he'd get bored. Some said he was chasing easy money. Joseph didn't respond with words. He kept training. He kept journaling. He kept waking up early, taking cold showers, visualizing his day, and writing his goals down. He doesn't drink alcohol. He doesn't chase nightlife. His routine is almost monk-like, because for him, discipline isn't punishment. It's freedom. In 2024, while still playing league, he was selected for New South Wales in State of Origin. The moment was huge. The result controversial. A high tackle saw him sent off early in Game 1. Criticism came fast. Suspension followed. Sua'ali'i was named as the Waratahs fullback on February 12 ahead of their Round 1 fixture. Sua'ali'i's first touch of the ball on debut for the Waratahs was in an aerial duel following a box kick from teammate Jake Gordon. He also made a darting run into the opposition's 22-meter line, a try-saving tackle against Highlanders outside centre Taniela Telia, and recorded 2 clean breaks, 11 carries and 73 meters gained in total before being subbed off in the 66th minute. The Waratahs won the match in the final minute of the game, 37-36. Following his debut, Sua'ali'i was cited as declaring that the Super Rugby is tougher than international rugby. And Joseph absorbed it quietly. Later that year, he made his International Rugby League mark with Samoa, playing every minute of their World Cup campaign, helping them reach the final. He didn't score tries, but he did the work. The kind that doesn't show up on highlight reels. Then came the moment that shocked even his critics. In October 2024, before he had even played a Super Rugby match, Joseph-Aukuso Sua'ali'i was named in the Wallabies squad for the Autumn Nations Series. History again. He became just the 3rd Australian player ever to debut for the Wallabies before playing Super Rugby. And when he ran out at Twickenham against England, in one of the toughest arenas in world rugby, he didn't shrink. He dominated. Offloads. Carries. Physicality. Vision. Australia won 42-37. Joseph was named player of the match. Australia lifted the LF Mobs trophy. And suddenly, the conversation changed. In 2025, he officially joined the Waratahs. Coaches experimented with him everywhere: wing, center, fullback. Because when you're 1.96 meters tall, explosive, skillful, and fearless, positions become suggestions. His Super Rugby debut was electric. Clean breaks. Try-saving tackles. Aerial dominance. The Waratahs won 37-36 in dramatic fashion, and Joseph walked off like it was just another day at the office. Internationally, he kept rising. Tries against South Africa. Tries against Argentina. Big moments in big stadiums. At just 22, he was no longer the kid who switched codes. He was a pillar in Australia's rebuild. Off the field, he stays private. In June 2025, he publicly confirmed his relationship with Audrey Little. He remains deeply connected to his family, his parents Chris and Selena, who attend nearly every game and keep him grounded in his Samoan heritage. He speaks openly about mental preparation, gratitude, and perspective. Joseph-Aukuso Sua'ali'i isn't loud. He isn't flashy for attention. He doesn't need to convince you. Because his story isn't about rebellion, it's about intention. Every sport he touched tried to claim him. Every critic tried to define him. Every headline tried to rush him. And still, he moved at his own pace. Not chasing money. Not chasing hype. But chasing legacy. And the scary part? He's only just getting started. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to our channel for such interesting content. See you in our next video.